When we talk about saving paper, our minds usually jump straight to being eco-friendly, right? But what if I told you it's actually one of the smartest business moves you can make? We're talking about boosting efficiency, slashing hidden costs, and just making your whole operation run, well, smoother.
And if you need proof, just look at this number. It's kind of staggering. Almost half of all the paper printed in an office is in the trash by the end of the day. Think about that. That's not just paper. That's money, that's expensive ink, that's time, all just gone. It's a huge daily leak in resources that we can totally plug.
Okay, so here's how we're going to tackle this. First, we'll dig into the real cost of paper, the stuff you don't see on the price tag. Then, we'll jump into the practical solutions, digitizing your workflows, changing up team habits, and grabbing the right tools. And finally, we'll see what the true payoff looks like when you go paperless. All right, let's dive into the first big piece of the puzzle, the hidden cost of paper. Because trust me, it's about way more than just the price of a ream. That's really just the tip of the iceberg. Yeah, this really lays it all out. It goes so far beyond the paper itself. You've got the super expensive ink and toner, right? Then there's the maintenance on all the equipment. And what about the actual space those filing cabinets take up? But maybe the biggest hidden cost of all, wasted time. The hours your team spends just trying to find one single document. It adds up, and it adds up fast. And here's the crazy part. We're living in this super digital age, but somehow, global paper use has quadrupled in the last 50 years. Isn't that wild? You'd think with email and the cloud we'd be using less, but nope, the ease of printing has actually made the problem worse. And this isn't just an internal numbers game anymore. It's about your brand image. Look at these stats for Gen Z. They are overwhelmingly concerned about the planet, and they really expect businesses to step up. A paper-heavy office doesn't just feel old-fashioned, it can seriously hurt your reputation with the next wave of customers. Okay, so the costs are clear, right? We're talking about real money and your brand's reputation. The big question is, what do we do about it? How do we fix this? So, the first major move is to digitize your daily processes. This is all about streamlining your core operations. It's about swapping out those slow, clunky paper trails for fast, efficient digital workflows. I mean, just look at the comparison. It's night and day. Think about something simple like an expense claim. The old paper way, it gets lost on someone's desk, it takes forever to get signed, it's full of mistakes. But the digital way, it's tracked in real time, approved in minutes, maybe from a manager's phone, and it's way more secure. The advantages are just obvious. And this is what that looks like in the real world. A super simple automated workflow. An employee fills out a form online, it automatically gets sent to the right person. The manager can approve it on their phone, and the whole thing is logged and tracked without anyone lifting a finger. That's efficiency right there. And hey, this isn't just for new stuff. Think about all those dusty old filing cabinets. When you switch to electronic storage, you're not just freeing up office space, you're giving your team a superpower, the ability to find any document from any time with a simple keyword search. No more digging around, just instant access. All right, so technology is a huge piece of this, for sure, but it's only half the battle. The other half is all about your team's culture and habits. We're talking about small changes that honestly have a massive impact. This question right here, it might be the most powerful paper-saving tool you have. Seriously, just getting everyone in the habit of asking, do I really need to print this? That alone can change everything. You can put up little signs near the printers, maybe even an on-screen pop-up. Just make this question impossible to ignore. And you can back up that mindset with some really simple practical habits. First off, just set all the printers to default to double-sided printing. Easy. Teach people how to print multiple pages on a single sheet for drafts. And for signatures, come on, it's time to embrace scanning apps and digital signatures. Ditch that old print, sign, scan routine for good. Here's a great example, holiday cards. It's a nice tradition, sure, but it's also a ton of paper and postage. Switch to personalized e-cards. You save money, it's better for the environment, and let's be real, they get there instantly. It's a total win-win. Okay, so we've got new processes and we're building new habits. The final piece of the puzzle is bringing in the right tools to create a truly digital workplace. So what's in your digital toolkit? Well, for starters, you've got accounting software like QuickBooks or Xero to handle billing and invoices. No more paper. For company news, an intranet acts like your own private website, so you can ditch the printed memos. Staff directories go digital, so they're always current. And if they're actually getting work done, you've got tools like Google Docs or Microsoft Teams, which means no more printing out a million different drafts of the same document.
And look, this isn't just some nice idea. The data proves it works. Check this out. A good company, Intranet, doesn't just cut printing costs, though an 8% reduction is pretty good. The bigger story is the efficiency. Half of companies save time just searching for information. That is a massive productivity win. The paper saving is almost like a bonus on top of a much bigger ROI. So when you put it all together, what's the real payoff? We're talking about something way bigger than just a clean desk or saving a few trees. This is a fundamental upgrade for your entire business. So let's just recap the benefits here. On the financial side, you're cutting costs on supplies, storage, everything. For efficiency, approvals get faster and information is available instantly. Security-wise, you're drastically reducing the risk of lost documents or even data fraud. And for your company culture, you're boosting your brand's reputation and getting your employees more engaged. It really touches every single part of the business. So at the end of the day, going paperless isn't just some small tactic. It's a genuine transformation. It's about becoming a smarter, faster, and yes, a greener business all at the same time. And I'll leave you with one last question to think about. Every single piece of paper in your office, an invoice, a contract, an employee file, is a data trail. And my question is that trail secure? In an age of constant data breaches, leaving sensitive information on paper isn't just old-fashioned, it's a risk. Can you really afford for it not to be digital?